Okay, what I've done here, got my tie cut to length, and then I laid some squeezing caulk down and set the tie in. It's now dried, it's secured, and at first I thought I was going to glue it down and brad it at the same time, and I thought about it some more and decided to change my approach. Putting the brads in will be one of the last things I do before I actually solder the rails to this PC tie. So anyway, I've got this all glued down. It's in place. It's fairly solid, and maybe the brads are a bit overkill, but I want to feel comfortable with making sure this thing isn't going to go anywhere, or that the rails are going to get torn off easily or moved out of place. So that'll be a judgment call on your part if you have to do something similar to this. And then for the electrical contact for DCC, I'm going to clean off, I'll zoom this back out. I'm going to clean the bottom of these rails off here, but what I'm ultimately going to do is I'm going to run a couple of feeder wires through the layout, through the sub-road bed, and solder them to this tie here, so I'll have a good electrical contact all the way through. So, and that's what comes in handy about using this PC tie to support the rails too. Alright, now I've got my track, piece of track. I'm gonna cut this off here, and take a little bit of my Emery 400 grit waterproof sandpaper and polish the rails, because I'm going to solder the the rail joiners to this. I'll get my terminology straight one of these days. Let me polish that off, polish the side off, like that. Okay. Alright. I'll slip on my rail joiners, like that. Okay, put them about halfway through. Oh yeah, they're nice and tight. Okay, get the other one on there. Oh, family's busy tonight. You can hear them thumping up on the roof. I'm sure it's being picked up by the recorder, but that's okay. As long as I hear them moving around, I know they're out of trouble. It's those days when you had little kids, little toddlers around, you listen for dead silence and you know there's problems. So, activity of a family. Kind of okay, kind of comforting. Alright, I've got my little discs of solder here, and you've probably seen me do that in other videotapes. Control other videos. It's a nice way of controlling the amount of solder you use. Cut a small disc of it, set it on there, got my soldering iron, touch it. Nice controlled amount of solder. Do it again for the other side. Oops, this little rascal is running around on me. Alright, here we go. Put that on there. Yeah, not cooperating. Of course. Here, let me see if I can just... My fingers aren't too big. I think I might just be able to set this on. Oh, beauty. There we go. Alright. I was trying to be too complicated. There we go. Touch it on. Alright. Now, let's get... Whoops. I'm going to knock my camera around, make you folks seasick out there. Can't have that. People complain about how this model railroad dude, his camera shook around so much and made me throw up while I was watching him. Kind of like those Pokemon cartoons made kids throw up. Oh boy. That was a while back on the news, so I don't think Pokemon's the rage anymore. Okay. Or maybe it's even bigger than before. Alright, I got that fit it on there like that. Okay, got this curved. See a nice smooth curve coming through. Good. I'm going to go ahead and cut this track roughly, I mean roughly to length. I'm not ready to cut it down to exactly what it's going to be yet, so that'll come later. Here I got the rail nipper here. Let me do that. On the other side, like so. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is take away these 3 ties here. So just got the bare rail setting down on the PC ties. I'm going to cut away those wood ties and pull this off. Okay. Here we go. And I'm going to polish this up. This will be good electrical contact. The PC tie, when I solder it on, solder it into place. Like that. Polish the backs, polish the side off, get the rail weathering solution. So put that on, get that off, so get good, decent electrical contact with the PC ties. Put this back on. Needs a little help, needs a little coaxing. Oh no, went on nice this time. Alright. See, it rests on nicely on the PC tie. Let me go ahead and do a little close up here, get my fingers out of the way. Fat fingers. I was going to say fat, but yeah, they are. They get in the way. So now what's going to happen is I'm going to cut this down to where this ends of the rail are flush with the ends of the rail and in alignment with the ends of the rail on the bridge. And then I'll go ahead and solder these rails down into place. I mean, I'll use the squeeze and caulk on the rest of the rail here. But let me go get the bridge, but that section, and put it in place. Give me an idea of where I'm at as far as how much I need to trim off. So, all right, hold on a sec.